Good morning, you all. I am doing today's Mental Health Monday from the car because I have somewhere to be, and so I'm going to be recording while I'm driving, so I won't be able to look at you directly, but know that that doesn't mean that I don't love you. I love you all. Thank you for joining. Take time right now to like, love, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you all for joining. All right, so this may get a little bumpy around the route, but that's like life, right? So today's Mental Health Monday, we're talking about mindset on Mental Health Monday, and so how you can have a better mindset, because everything starts in our minds, right? And so if we can help our minds be better, we can help our life be better. My motto for my company, which is Get Your Mind Right Therapy Services, is a healed mind leads to a healed life. So let's work on our minds. So let's talk about minds. Minds, we have to be conscious of our mindset, and what we're thinking, because thoughts truly do become things. So what is it that you are focused on is going to grow, and so a lot of times what happens is we get comfortable in a certain mind frame. We get comfortable doing things just the normal way of doing, right? And so we know that there is no growth in comfort. We have to get in a place of uncomfortability, and I looked that word up today. I don't know if that's even a word because it spell checked me today, but we have to be uncomfortable in order to grow. So if you don't find yourself being stretched, if you find yourself just thinking the same things, it's time to start stretching your mind. What are ways you can stretch your mind? One way is, so I try daily to get up in prayer, right? Prayer takes me out of me and helps me get in the presence of God. And then in the presence of God, well, there's a scripture that says is the fullness of joy. All right. And so it helps to strengthen my mindset. It helps me to whatever may be going on with inside of me, for me to be able to leave it with Him. And so that helps me to know that I have help, that the main thing is I have help from a higher power, and it is the highest power that you could ever have. So I'm grateful for that. So that's one way I start out with working on my mind and helping my mind to be in the right mind frame, right? We know every day is not I don't want to say a good day. It is if you wake up, but every day is not the same. So some days, because we have emotions and feelings, we may feel one way this day, and the next day we may feel differently. So for me, regulating my emotions, how do I regulate? One, I have to know what I'm feeling. I have to know what I'm thinking, and so one of the biggest ways of helping myself is doing a daily check-in. What are you feeling today? Taking a moment, being mindful, right? Mindfulness is about staying present, because the only thing that we can control is right here and the now. We can't change the past, and we can't change our future, right? So trying to stay as present focused as possible. So really checking in with self. What's going on inside of you? Doing a daily check-in. How are you feeling? What are you feeling? So those are things to help you to check in with your mind. And if you're not feeling the best, there are things that you can do, right? Things such as guided meditations to help you to get to a better space and place. One big thing is human touch and interaction. A lot of times that's overlooked. Sometimes we don't hear about that, but it can truly change your day, right? So yesterday, something quick, I was mad because I was talking to my husband. We were having deep conversation. And so, we hit a spot where I was kind of triggered and I got upset. And so one thing that I found that helps me alter my mind or get into a better space is laughter, because I wanted to stay mad for whatever reason. I wanted to stay mad, but he caused me to laugh through something he said, and I could not, absolutely could not stay in that space of being angry any longer. So that's what I'm talking about, the check-ins. Check in with yourself. When you feel yourself in a space that you don't want to be in, why? You know, what's going on within you, and what do you need? That's the other thing, learning yourself. One of the biggest things that we can do is learning ourselves, learning what we need. I was asked last week by someone, which this is a question that I am not asked frequently, and it kind of caught me off guard. So she asked me, what do you need? That was so refreshing. Yet at the same time, sometimes, because I am a helper by nature, I am, being a therapist, I help other people. And so I don't get asked that question very often. One second. I don't get asked that question very often. And so it was different for me, but I also knew what I needed, right? And that's because I'm in tune with myself. So it's very important for us to stay in tune with our own personal needs. How do you do that? One, by spending time with yourself. Spending time paying attention to triggers, just really studying your own self. I know that may sound a little bit, I hope it doesn't sound like vain. It's not vain at all. It is really self-care, because the more I know about me and how to take care of me, the better I can teach somebody else what my needs